CIET NCERT presents to you the series Nectar of Poetry. Friends, in this series, we bring to you the poems by some well-known poets of English. In this program, we bring to you the poem
Vocation by Rabindranath Tagore. Tagore lived between 1861 and 1941. He was born in Calcutta in British India. He wrote in his mother tongue Bengali, and for a long time his poetry and dramas were unknown outside Bengal. He reshaped Bengali art and literature by introducing new forms of poetry and the use of words used in everyday life. Only when they were translated into English did the Western world come to know of his poetry. He was the first non-European to win the Nobel Prize for Literature. Let's listen to one of his poems, titled Vocation. Vocation. When the gong sounds 10 in the morning and I walk to school by our lane, every day I meet the hawker crying, "Bangles, crystal bangles." There is nothing to hurry him on. There is no road he must take, no place he must go to, no time when he must come home. I wish I were a hawker, spending my day in the road, crying, "Bangles, crystal bangles." When at 4 in the afternoon I come back from school, I can see through the gate of that house the gardener digging the ground. He does what he likes with his spade. He soils his clothes with dust. Nobody takes him to task if he gets baked in the sun or gets wet. I wish I were a gardener digging away at the garden with nobody to stop me from digging. Just as it gets dark in the evening and my mother sends me to bed, I can see through my open window the watchman walking up and down. The lane is dark and lonely, and the street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. The watchman swings his lantern and walks with his shadow at his side, and never once goes to bed in his life. I wish I were a watchman walking the street at night. I wish I were a watchman walking the street all night, chasing the shadows with my lantern. Adults often ask a child, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" They may expect answers such as engineer, teacher, doctor, or so on. Children like freedom. They want to be free to play, to explore, to find out, and to question. The poem gives us an insight into the mind of the child. The speaker is a school-going child. He is irked by the restrictions. He has parental control, a school attendance. He sees the hawker crying out, "Bangles, crystal bangles." He observes the gardener digging and planting seeds. He looks at the night watchman walk alone in the streets. The child thinks that they are free and can work as they please, with no one to rebuke them. It is easy to say that the child in the poem is foolish and that he should become mature.